Hello everyone, and welcome. Welcome to our weekly modern tournament here at Great Old Games. It's more than modern. My name is Mika. I'm one of your hosts. Actually, I'm your host for tonight. Nobody else is here. Nobody else wants to be here. If there's anybody else who wants to be in the booth, you can drop on by Great Old Games. 883 Club Street. Anyway, we're watching the match here between Sheikh Amiruddin and Danny Seed. And to all our Chinese viewers, or all who are celebrating, happy Chinese New Year, Happy New Year to you. And for all the lonely hearts out there, it's okay. I'm here with you. To tide out this period. Is Kaz going to be joining me? Whoa.
Which mic is turned on? And is Danny losing?
No, Danny's not losing yet.
Okay, so he's playing. Wait, how can he play this deck? He doesn't have the scouting time that I used to lend him.
Okay. I don't know. Use polluted delta instead, right?
That's so bad. Like you can't afford to run Blood Moon for yourself in this deck.
Is this like Blue Moon?
No, he's playing Blue-Red Pyromancer.
Oh, Blue-Red Pyromancer. Why drop the black though?
Probably because of K command. He probably splashed for K command, I feel.
Okay. So, but like you're dropping the black. I mean, like blue-red Pyromancer.
Oh, blue-red. So they
don't play K command.
Yeah.
Does it play K command?
No, it doesn't. So instead of favoring the Madu Pyromancer, the blue-red has more consistency in the sense that your mana is more consistent.
You don't die to Blood Moon.
And you can Blood Moon against your opponent, which is actually a viable option, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And I think the deck just is good against a lot of matchups. If you have the Pyromancer, you can actually stabilize the board against Infinity, against like no rank core goggles. There's so many things that tokens can do. Provide for your board.
That's true. Okay.
I mean, is that Pyromancer is a thinking man's deck, Danny feels like a bad choice for Danny.
Well, let's see if you can pull it off. But Danny, what I like about Danny is that he goes out there, he experiments with decks, sees whether he can do it. But one of the pitfalls of Danny is that despite not being able to do it, he'll tell you, Man, I can do it, man. I can do it. Which I believe. And when Sheikh here is playing what? Soul?
I think he's playing his signature 5C Shadow.
Okay.
I think it's been performing quite well for him, and he seems to like the deck a lot.
Yeah. It's actually very powerful deck. I mean, like you've got You've got Fatal Pushes, you've got Collective Vitalities, you've got Lilianas, you've got Amogoyfs, and of course, the Death Shadow. So
I just feel that like if you play 5C and now like people are trying to streamline, play like more aggressively, like there's humans. They generally play 5 colors, they play almost no basic, went to like 2 basic lands.
Oh yeah.
And now you're playing 5C Shadow. If you're looking like team limited, like for the monthly, you're gonna run moons for sure. You don't leave yourself open to it, right? That's true. Yeah. So
this
it's gonna be team modern. Unified modern.
So what? Teams of 3?
Yeah. So I know Sheikh is joining up with Ikai and one other player. I believe it's Jose. I could be wrong.
Okay.
So there's like mono white DMT. You have like 5C Shadow and you have like Affinity.
Right. So they don't overlap at all.
They don't overlap at all.
No, even in the sideboard, man.
Probably one sound the same.
The white, you've got white, right? So
yeah, but I think you know what's a good card to have for your final sideboard. Might also be clear because everybody's playing Pyromancer train, and they're gonna play Pyromancer because the blue one actually because Jace is unbanned. People don't like nice of soul because
gotcha. That's really quite fun. Alright, so tries to bolt down the shadow.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah, we got to life counter later, but
Stubborn,
Cryptic command? Counter bounce, come on.
Oh, that's so greedy. That is so greedy, man.
Yeah, okay, so does get rid of the...
I mean, he's just looking to stabilize his board. Why draw? I don't understand.
He's got an ancestral vision counting down anyway, so...
Yeah, it feels like the more that you choose to draw, But people forget that you can bounce and you can tap opponents. Those are like key modes that critical one has as well.
Yeah, and it's not like I mean like you counter like tap opponents is usually the last line of defense. But sometimes you can use it offensively, right? I mean you can just go
just zerg your like tap all your guys, I'm gonna swing back for like bajillion damage.
And now you've got a block. You can't kill me on the back swing. And now you've got a block. Now you're not attacking anymore. So I don't know. Anyway, here's the battlefield.
It's so bad because right now, I mean before the special vision goes off, Danny's gonna be like losing cards all day every day.
And taking a lot of damage from Goy the way. So it's 5 points of damage. It's like 9. Yeah, he would, you facing down like Goy distance. Fine, he still go down to 4, but you won't be fighting a Liliana and a Goy at the same time. And Death Shadow here is the battlefield.
He doesn't have answer, he's pretty much dead next turn.
Yep.
He has to draw like critical command and tap into upkeep and special visions into like Pyromancer and like a couple of one draw spells to like just survive the turn.
He needs critical command right now. Okay, so Pyromancer here gets to draw.
That's so bad because you probably have definitely block the Goyle and you take the dash damage. Which means that even if you survive the next turn, if you can't get rid of either you take to any form of like combat step. So it's really bad, man.
The audio has I know why. Okay. Alright.
Sorry, there's a judge call, I believe.
Right, okay. You guys better put my name in the judge roster.
Oh, okay. So there's been a judge call. I believe Danny is gonna ask something. Okay, he just scooped the game, so I have no idea why. Meanwhile, I'm gonna let Mick know that they have gone to the next game and we can move the live counter. Danny, can you move the live counter more to the right? Yeah, more to your towards your left. Danny, move it a bit more. Towards your left.
Is the audio better now? Thank you, David Ombra. Thank you for the the feedback. Which actually there was feedback. So
yeah.
So we took away the feedback because you gave us feedback.
Hey man, we haven't done the Powerline podcast in a while. I want to laugh, but I think I shouldn't encourage this behavior. So.
Hey, come on, man! Like this is normal behavior. Yeah. I was going to say, if you are watching us on Twitch, you're doing it wrong. So you should watch us on Facebook. Oh, man. I didn't start the timer. So it's 41 minutes left?
Yes, there's 41 minutes left into the game. And Wei Xiong just walked in. So, we'll have even our players. One more Holo 1 deck joining in the fray.
Yay.
It's such a bad deck. The deck
how is it a bad deck? Come on.
Let me
explain.
This is a game marketed to children and adults.
Okay.
And there's really ambiguous factors of gambling when you whack packs. And now you literally have constructed a deck based on gambling.
How is it a gamble?
It is a gamble. You goblin slot and you gamble into it.
Okay. No,
this is a pass or fail thing. Is it gambling or is it not gambling? You gotta answer that first before you move on with
it becomes a game of chance, right? Is gambling a game of chance? Yes.
Okay.
But it's also part of it is a game of skill, which is constructing the deck.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's a judge call.
Okay, so I'm gonna just continue my opinion. It's a gambling man deck.
No, opinion is wrong.
And people should not play around children because you don't want to like advocate gambling to children, especially in a game of like a card game. I mean, personally, I feel that not only is it the gambling man's deck, it's kind of inconsistent because you can get really bad discards from your Goblin Law. If your opponent doesn't hit the Holo ones, you're like just dead to like random shenanigans from your own source, from your own card. So that's pretty bad in my opinion. I don't enjoy the deck, and I don't enjoy watching the gameplays go on because there's almost no elements of skill behind it. So yeah, that's my opinion on the Holo 1 deck. I also don't think that Jace is gonna rank this game, and Bloodbraid Elf is probably going to for Jan. I'm not sure. Just that Bloodbraid Elf is way too good. But right now, the players are going into game 2. Shake, if you're just joining us, he is playing 5-color Death Shadow, and Danny is playing blue-red Pyromancer. Sup Kelvin Chen, thanks for watching. Your favorite man is playing on the game. It's Danny Sheet. Apparently there's another judge call. I believe there's a lot of questions about layering regarding like Spreading Seas and Blood Moon. So if you do have these questions, you can post them in the chat, and we can answer them for you as well, just in case you're not sure about the rulings. So what, for the viewers who are watching, what do you guys think about the Bloodbraid and JTMS unbanned? Good, bad, horrible? Probably going to get banned again. Let's hear what you guys think. And now we go into game 2. Danny's probably going to play his mulliganing, and looks like Shik has 2 Stubborn Denials in his hand, Polluted Delta, Blooming Marsh, Bloodstained Mire, and I don't see a threat in his hand or any relevant spells. It's okay, man, Calvin. He doesn't deny Calvin. Danny says that, you know, you're his teammate, and if you're Danny's teammate, it means you're like best friends for life. Yeah, I think Bloodbraid Elf is really going to shake up the format. Not so much as JTMS would, simply because JTMS requires like very specific decks. Like you probably want to play in like the blue-red Pyromancer deck.
You probably want to play in I don't know who won.
Danny scooped immediately after you left.
Yeah, okay. Danny, good player.
So like I was saying, I think that JTMS requires a lot of specific decks to build it, and the decks that seem to want to play it like blue-white control can't play it well because there's no synergy behind it.
Yeah, I would say there's no synergy behind it. You would play specific cards. For example, like you would play maybe Terminus over a Wrath of God or something like that.
So the bad part about that is that you're trying to play Miracles without top in Modern. And then you only have one source of deck manipulation, and then you're banking on it to always hit something.
No, not really. I mean, like your one source of manipulation is an insanely powerful, strong source of manipulation, and the fact that you can go, for example, you know, you can play ops. Now, okay, so you know we've seen the blue-white control decks. They started using ops. They started, you know, instead of Serum Visions, which I think is correct.
Yeah,
which I think is you don't want to tap out during your turn. You only want to tap out at the end of your turn. So you know, and we've seen an iteration, or we've seen a few iterations of the Miracles deck, right? It uses Augur, the Riverwise Augur, the very bad Brainstorm, but it's still viable. I mean, we've seen it do good, you know, do well in tournaments. So yeah,
I don't know. I have my doubts about how impactful JTMS unban.
I have my doubts as well.
I just feel that Bloodbraid Elf was a really big weird unban.
Yeah, I agree.
It feels so swingy. Like now you have to play like first you have
K command. Oh gosh, Bloodbraid Elf into K command. Oh
and then you're
that's good.
Like you're from a winning position, and he does that to you, and like I'm so far behind now. What just happened, guys? You know, how do I get here?
Bloodbraid Elf into Electrolyze.
I mean, no. The question is colors have very strong viability. It's like you can play in Teamer, you can play in Jun for sure.
Come on, you can splash it for anything.
You can even play just Ponza. You can probably play Ponza with it, right?
Yeah. Oh,
so
that is to Stone Rain. Oh,
that's nasty. Like you that's kind of nasty.
Shivers, man. Turn 2. Okay, how about this? Turn 1, Birds of Paradise. Turn 2, Simian Spirit Guide, which Ponza already plays.
Okay.
Into Bloodbraid Elf, into Stone Rain.
I mean, you could hit like a Blood Moon as well, and just
and then
utterly shut down somebody's mana base forever.
And then like just
smile. I'm gonna dig up all my Bloodbraid Elves now. I'm not gonna play them. No one knows this shit.
Just don't sell it to anybody, right?
Yeah.
Ilham saying that what the hell, Facebook, who watches live stream on Facebook. Apparently before people watch live stream on Facebook.
Some people enjoy it, bro. Don't
Yeah,
hate us
man,
with
it's
hate,
like,
man.
yeah, exactly. Facebook is like easier to log on.
So
than
so now
Twitch.
you see the problem of playing a deck which you don't have the land base and you can't play sideboard cards because of it. Where you have flooded strands to fetch for just blue.
Well, you can fetch for blue red.
Yeah, but
I
that
guess
the
he has some
necessity-
scouting tons.
yeah, but that necessitates like a shop. Those are probably borrowed from like the shop.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like let's end of the day, if you like the deck, buy the cards, man. Just
Yeah.
don't be a miser on it. That's what I feel.
The other thing I want to say is that we harped on this on the podcast all the time.
Mhm.
Buy lands.
Yeah.
Buy lands. Lands never go out of style. Like no matter how many times you reprint a land, right, the price never falls below original
but
price. Or
Misty Rainforest is pretty tanked right now. But I mean,
right now,
but in fact,
right
it's
now.
banned. I mean, essentially, in fact, it's dead. So the card is kind of dead in modern. So
Yeah.
I suppose.
I mean, like back when Bogles was like still hot,
Yeah.
and like I don't know what other teamer decks were there.
I'm sorry for the
what
people who play Boggles. I think it's a
Yeah.
crap deck. I'm sorry.
Hey man, Bogles is awesome.
it's
Boggles is-
okay. Let
Bogles is fun when you
okay.
like go off.
I'm
and-
sorry we are veering off what's happening in the game.
No,
but-
who cares?
but-
Nobody tunes in to like
Watch the
it.
gameplay.
You can watch the game, no problem. Like Shake is Shake is definitely in the lead
Winning.
right now. So
So what I was saying, damn, I lost my train of thought.
what?
I totally
Bogles.
Yeah, Vogels is the Magic Origins equivalent of the Star of Next Field deck. The sticker deck, what we
Yeah,
call, if you're not a
why
Singaporean,
not?
the Xiao Titi deck, the small boy deck. Because you place a lot of stickers on the board and then you attack. It's like placing stickers on the refrigerator like a kid.
Yeah, but some decks just don't. Some decks just like totally
they
don't
can't deal with it.
sideboard against like
Yeah,
Bogles,
because
so
it's
you
such-
can just totally catch.
So
people
you're
off
basically
guard.
playing a deck, hoping you fly under the radar far enough that you make it somewhere.
Hey, you can fly under the radar like
Yeah.
really,
Yeah,
really
I
far.
mean the recent GP they just found where the Burn and the Boggles are in the finals just proves that it could work.
exactly.
I'm just saying that it's not thank you.
It's not exactly
It's kinda bad.
The number one deck choice.
Okay.
Oh man, that looks good.
That's a banana milkshake.
Oh, okay.
Everybody keeps saying it, so I wanted to try it for now. You want to try it?
No,
Before
you try it first.
But yeah, this is what I learned from Magic. You don't play a bad deck hoping to go under the radar. If you're a good player, you can just play a good deck and be good at the game. Why struggle with all this like special, fancy dandy moves and stuff? Just be a good player.
well, the problem with Bogles as well. Okay, so the other reason why like Misty Rainforest is like tanking because there's no
Boggles is bad.
no, not just Bogles, but like there's no impact, despite having blossoming defense, by the way. So
I think the Git probe is too much of a hit. Although I probably think that I still stay in my stance where it was going to be banned eventually. 0-2 life. Look at
Yeah,
your hand,
2
draw a
life,
card.
yeah.
It's just
it's pretty good. Luca Guglielmi, I think so.
yeah. We actually just had a conversation. So a summary of our conversation is
JTMS, okay.
yeah.
Baby E, weird.
Yeah, really, really weird.
I would love. I just want to see like
no, this is
like
this
things
is, this
shape
is what
up.
I told Danny. The composition, the way the article was structured by Magic was, as Magic grows and through the years introduce more cards, the power level of these cards will balance out.
Right.
But when you have a card that literally casts other cards for free when it comes into play, when there are more powerful cards being introduced over the years,
Then how does this card get worse, right?
Yeah,
that
it's-
was the reasoning was totally off. Okay, like it's so easy to get a 4 mana.
yeah.
Like and to cascade from 4 mana into something and to have a powerful body on
Yeah.
it as well. So it's not just like it's a 2/2. If it were a 2/2 haste, maybe it'll be
maybe.
it'll
3/2 just says that if you have a Liliana or JTMS down on the board and you don't do if I top deck this and you don't have an answer, they're dead on the
you're
spot.
dead, yeah.
So the reasoning is so weird. When I read the article, I'm not gonna lie, I was on the toilet and it made my shit harder because it was so weird. Like I had a harder time accepting that this was the unban that they were coming out with.
Hard shit is
Yeah,
hard.
yeah, I agree that on a corporate level, unbanning it to sell more packs makes sense. But when you're
what are
playing,
they selling? They're not selling any packs, dude. Like
No, the
modern masters. Okay.
no, but M25 is releasing the JTMS inside. You see, Okay, so this is my view. If you're a corporate chain, would you want a short-term gain where you sell a limited run booster set, and your players start to hate the game, or do you want to make your game well balanced and love like what it is currently before the unban, into this state of that we have now, right?
And you gotta shake things up, man. You gotta shake things up.
Hey man, don't reinvent the wheel.
Yeah,
the wheel ain't broke, man.
Yeah, get that hard shit, that. Oh man. Yeah, Xiaonan, Zhou Xiaonan saying to sell M25 packs. I suppose yes, that's exactly right. No, but man,
do you see, by the way, the irony in the article about Modern? Like the real thing about it. Through our years of research and R&D and observation, we decide that Modern is healthy and we should unban these cards now. And then, if I'm not wrong, some time ago they just like remove Modern from the Pro Tour. I mean, so much research and development going on, it's just me. It seems so fishy.
It's Chris Cox, man. Chris Cox. But Chris Cox has been doing a damn good job so far, right? Revamping the Pro Tour to look and feel good. Having Channel Fireball events take over all the GPs so that everything's streamlined, which is not I'm not saying it's a good thing, but it is what it is. Like he's been like whacking it out of the park, with the exception of Iconic Masters.
Masters was like it's like a train wreck.
Yeah, that was a train wreck. So that's the only stumble so far.
Yeah,
that's the only. But Chris Cox, like he's been at the helm for like 1.5 years, 2 years.
Yeah, and it seems that I can't see the shiny card that's on the table, but Shake scooped to it.
Yeah.
But then he seemed like he was in a commanding position right there. Knight 88, I do not know who you are in real life, but then he says a lot of things. That's what I'll tell you.
He says a lot of things. That's the end all be all statement, right?
Yeah. I mean, Danny is a nice person who is pretty careless and says a lot of things, but with good intent behind it. Usually, most of the time, yes. But here we go into game 3. So I'm still looking for a team for Unified Modern. I have no idea what I'm gonna play.
Hey, come on, play with me. No, I'll be casting.
You'll be casting. That's the problem. I would have asked you.
Hey, it's okay. Our team, right? We can always go like one game down. It's fine. We'll still win. Still win. Which means that two of you have to win every single one of your games.
That's like worse than a win and in. And that's like worse than every single win in the history of every Magic game ever.
Zhou Xiaonan asking, may I know who are commentating? Not really familiar with your nice voices. Sorry. I don't think our voices are that nice.
Oh, the only other person
I do listen to the podcast.
Yeah. I sound like Darth Vader, but like higher tone, higher pitch.
Yeah, without the sound. If you're just tuning in, you're watching our weekly Modern tournament here at Grey Ogre Games. It's called Modern. My name is Mika, one of your hosts, alongside the Magic God, Cass Ang.
That moniker will never go away, man.
It will never go away.
I'm so upset.
Everybody has their nickname now. It is customary. It doesn't matter if we go on official broadcast streaming, whatever not. So we all have our monikers.
So the thing now is to wait for Modern season. Somehow I do well, win an RPTQ and a PPTQ, join Team Grey Ogre and have my jersey printed with the
Magic God.
Like the Magic God, then Cass with the number 69 to be super AG.
69.
Yeah, it has to be AG to represent the team.
Why is it 69 though?
I don't know. It means when you're playing computer games, there's those kids who XX
Magic God 69.
XX, But here we go. Shake start opening up with a Street Rave into Fetch into Thoughtseize. I think that's a pretty strong start.
But
I might have waited a turn simply because he probably will not be able to counterspell. He might not want to waste a dispel on it.
Right.
And he will have one more card into it. So if he draws the Pyromancer now, you'll be able to take it away. And you can fake the 1 mana removal if he casts or 1 mana spell snare or anything dispel on your side.
That's true, yeah. Well, the spell snare is not gonna catch a Death Shadow.
Yeah. But I mean, recently when I've been playing more and more, I feel like turn 1 Thoughtseizers don't yield as much as a turn 2 Thoughtseize, because usually your opponent plays a bit more loosely when they don't see a turn 1 Thoughtseize. They're like, okay, my hand is kind of safe. I don't have to fake any kind of thing. I just lay my hand.
I don't go Serum Visions on turn 1, right? Yeah. I lay my Pain Land tapped. But here we go. Turn 1 with the Death Shadow, it feels it's unprotected.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
But what colors can actually? I mean, the colors that
Like
Danny
burn, like lightning bolts, right?
Yeah. So I mean, based on the Thoughtseize, he went for the Thoughtseize, all in on turn 1 with turn 2 Death Shadow. Probably represents that he has the counter magic for like the
right,
lightning bolt.
the lightning bolt. So here Danny smartly playing around the lightning bolt. Yeah, that's why I like that's why I didn't like that play. Like you have to play around that lightning bolt. Like you didn't see it that last turn, but who knows? Danny might be able to draw it. Stubborn Denial, you pay 1. There goes. Oh, second Stubborn Denial. That's very nice. Okay, so he played the Stubborn Denial like really. He fired off that Stubborn Denial just so that he can get an instant in the graveyard because he's already got Traverse, the Uven Wall.
Yeah, he's probably looking for another Death Shadow and a tap out. This leaves his Death Shadow way bigger. Leaves Danny with very little options to deal with the Death Shadow.
Yeah.
Because now he would have to like Cryptic Command bounce it.
Yeah.
That would be one of his outs. If not, he would have to Pyromancer next turn.
Yeah.
And cast another bolt or another one like Serum Vision op to get tokens to block the Death Shadow. But from what I know, Shake's deck, if he didn't sideboard it out, I think he plays 1 or 2 Teamer Battle Rage just as like a surprise.
Surprise! Getcha, man! Getcha!
So yeah, I think like usually people don't play around there because how you gonna play around 1 and 2 Teamer Battle Rage? Like I hope it's in your hand, bro. So I think it's a really smart move just to splash 1 or 2 in it because sometimes just drawing it wins you the game.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I agree with that.
Yeah, and Shake just drawing really well, planning his game out really well as well.
Yeah, I like the Stubborn Denial play. I like that he just forced Danny pay 1. It's okay, but
Yeah, and I mean he had most of the information in what was in Danny's hand
already,
from the turn 1 Thoughtseize.
Yep.
So he knows he has a logic now. He has a Cryptic Command, but he expanded the rest of the unknowns for now. So now it's just a battle of what has he drawn? Yeah.
So let's see. Okay, so here I'm gonna help you get rid of one of your cards. Roast
doesn't really help because now the Death Shadow is already evaded at that point. It's at like 6 points. I'm
curious why Danny did not cast the
Logic Knot.
Not the Logic Knot. Well, maybe he could cast the Logic Knot, but the what's his name?
Snapcaster.
Snapcaster, yeah.
Man, I think you haven't played in a while, man. Like you see the pictures and like, what's the?
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, so I haven't played in a long time. Like I know what the cards do. Famously, I know what the cards do. I just don't remember the names anymore. Yeah, I haven't sat down at a table for a few months, man.
I should like just maybe me saying this would be better. I was gonna say like maybe for the monthly, you tell them like somebody else would stream and you should have a break and play. Yeah, that sounds kind of bad because then we need somebody else to do it. Like somebody else can play. But yeah, Ilham, I think
Shake should play more conservatively. I don't know because he's got right now he's got the answers.
It seems like in his hand, most of his moves were well planned out ahead. Like he knew that the summon and now would buy him the mana, and then into Traverse into the next Death Shadow.
Correct.
The Death Shadow couldn't be like dealt with because he's tapped out. So I think in a sense, although it looks like he's loosely like playing very aggressively, I think he's actually playing it smart. Because he's setting up a clock for the opponent where he can't cast Pyromancer and cast infinite amount of blockers to win the game for him. Yeah. So
alright, so Snapcaster into Serum
He has another bolt in his hand. Danny, don't be a noob. Just bolt him.
Is that double bolt?
He has bolt in his hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's one bolt.
Shake is probably responding to this bolt.
Second bolt, okay, so does take it down. There's probably going to be a Fatal Push.
What? Why? Oh my god, that's what? Okay, sure.
Yeah, you get rid of get rid of stuff.
I mean, he didn't have to do it now. He could have
waited.
Yeah, he
waited for like Danny's turn, right?
He could wait. I mean, Danny could have waited for like Shake's untap. So he passed back to Danny's turn, pass back to Shake. Shake goes to combat, flashing the Snapcaster. Then just target maybe Cryptic Command and let his opponent decide because he can bounce and he can draw a card and prolong the game because now Shake is at 6 life and he has one more ball in his hand. Let's say you don't flash back the ball, you buy yourself enough time
you can,
in the long play. You play the longer game, right?
You can just like bolt snap bolt.
You can bolt snap bolt, but assuming that the problem with that is that if he had a fatal push, he's definitely gonna kill the Snapcaster and like BU for lethal.
Right.
But I think that he could have played like a longer game. Assume if he's not if he's not clearly playing around counter spells, he should have played a longer game. That's what I feel they should have done.
Alright, so Mana Ligda gets rid of the.
So now it's a top deck game. He drew us his third bolt for the game. So you know, game could have ended, but you know, it's okay. I think what's that card in Shake's hand? I don't recognize it.
There's a stubborn denial. There's. Man, guys, fatal push, and is that a terminate? No.
It looks so shiny. I don't know what it is.
It looks so shiny.
Is he going for the traverse? Is it a traverse?
Nah,
And for all you people who bought your Mishra's Bauble at like $50,
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, man.
It's so cheap now.
It's what, $8?
Yeah, I still have a foil Mishra's Bauble.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I opened like a Mana Crypt just now. It's the best thing ever.
Wow, what the?
Do you know it's like 110 US for the English one now?
What?
It's 110 for the US for English.
That's from Eternal Masters, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's not even a book insert, by the way. This is Eternal Master Mana Crypt.
110
yeah,
USD.
Yeah. And break some people's legs, man. Okay, he drew a Goyf, which I think is
pretty good, I think.
Okay, so he has a Goyf, he has a Fatal Push, he has a Stubborn Denial and one blank that I cannot recognize for the life of me.
Okay, so Logic not here. Oh, Remand.
That feels...
Okay, I guess Danny just wants to draw the card, right?
Yeah, I suppose there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm gonna try again. There's a spell snare, and
I
Shake just lets it go.
Shake could have
waited, right? Yeah. No, but I mean, Danny drew the spell snare, so
yeah. If he top decked it, he top decked it. There's not much they can do about it. Right now, I think now it's a matter of top decking. Who top decks better? Because Danny has a bolt in his hand, but he has like blank threats.
He needs an Electrolyze and a bolt. He needs an Electrolyze or a bolt.
I don't think he'll play the. I don't think he has Electrolyze anymore post board, because that's not
right. That's not very good against Shake's deck.
Like 3 mana due to split with like a draw card seems kind of like not mana efficient. Like you want to have a more tempo play in like post board.
Alright, so here fires off the Logic Knot, probably going to get rid of like most of his graveyard. So all he has to do is exile 5 cards.
So both players understand that they are basically waiting for the top decks.
Yep. Okay, and there goes the...
So if Shake follows it out with anything, he's like just dead. But to be fair, Danny hasn't drawn a single threat. Not like besides the one Snapcaster is like 0 threats at all.
Yeah, man, that's pretty light on the threats.
Wow.
Okay.
So
that's going to be 6 cards, yeah. That's going to be...
Wow, that's such a poor signal, because now you just left yourself to like no cryptic command, no real hard counter spells. What? He just, he feel ruin the blue source land.
Okay.
Which is okay. I think that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, but you're letting your opponent like thin out the deck, right?
I think at that point it didn't matter, because Shake doesn't, like, he has one breeding pool and he lost his Watery Grave, but he needs like one Snapcaster into Traverse or anything else. It doesn't have to be blue.
Oh, it's a Maelstrom Pulse.
Oh, Pulse is really okay. I think, yeah, just set the Lily down.
Okay.
Because like Danny has basically shown that he has no other cards that he can play. I think, why would he draw the Pulse?
No, he dropped the Maelstrom Pulse. I don't think the Maelstrom Pulse is any good at this point.
Yeah. But it can prolong the game, I guess. Because now Danny has 0 creatures, you need a hard removal. You don't have to rely on Lily to minus, because you want to control his hand now.
Right.
Like you want to absolutely strip Danny's hand to like nothing, to blanks. So I think you kept the powers because you need a removal anyway. And even if it's inefficient, you don't have a Fatal Push. You only have Stubborn Denials in your hand, so it's not great.
Oh man, that's weird that he makes Danny drop a card. Alright, so Stubborn Denial gonna keep his Tarmogoyf alive. Danny here needs a draw. He just needs a draw. A Cryptic Command would be awesome.
Danny is like a fart away from dying, and so is Shake. So this is like a top deck, because I mean he'll probably die before the A visions go off, so it doesn't really matter. So it's like 2-turn crucial.
I'm curious why Shake.
I think that's fine, because
why Shake like stubborn denial the bolt? He could go down to 2, no problem. I mean, even if Danny had like Snapcaster.
Yeah, you could probably still remove it. So I don't understand why either. It seems
he didn't have to take up the Liliana at all. Like,
I think he just wants to take it up to threaten like the ultimate, because the turn after the A visions go off, she'll be at 6, I believe, and she'll be able to ultimate.
No, but you're saving it for cryptic command that will
like
basically end Danny this turn, right?
Yeah.
So the out that Danny has is a cryptic command. Like you can go down to 2, no problem.
Yeah. So Shake.
So Snapcaster, see?
Yeah.
And cryptic command. Tap down all your guys. Draw 6 cards. I'm probably gonna
win.
Yep. Tap down everyone. Bounce your Liliana.
I think he's not gonna bounce Liliana. Just watch. And because the Shake does plus the Liliana, I believe.
Right. Yeah. Okay. That's true.
So I think that then he'll probably want to draw a card, because he goes 7 card. If he finds a Snapcaster, his third one that he probably plays in the deck, because this is second Snapcaster. Because the first one got counted. So he probably has a chance to draw the last Snapcaster into the last bolt. So now's the question: you definitely want to tap your opponent. You don't want to lose your only attacker.
Yeah. Okay. So Liliana resolves, discard a card. That's the Street Rave.
It's kind of.
Okay. All right. So
he taps it, but
draw.
What's the last mode? So he taps draw.
Tap and draw. Yeah. Okay,
Then
so
he's
he draws
really
like 8 cards now. Like he draws 7 cards, which.
Yeah. If he draws nothing, it'd be quite funny.
And I don't think he drew anything.
Looks like a lot of lands. I see like Sulphur Falls, Cryptic Command.
So Cryptic Command will keep him in the game, but not much else. That's why, like.
So he has Vision, Snare, something, Cryptic Command, and whatnot. Yeah.
That's why I was like, man, that was weird.
It's really weird.
So Shake dropped the ball like right at the end. He shouldn't have ticked up Liliana. He didn't have to tick up Liliana. The only way that Danny has the out is to.
He could just attack first and just see what occurs from there. But then he would have still flashed at end of turn, I suppose. Because if you Liliana, you're not gonna Liliana minus on.
Oh, why
on
did
no
he
reason.
cast the? Oh man, he had lethal.
What did he cast?
Okay, so Danny had lethal. Like if he hadn't cast the Pyromancer.
Okay.
Oh, okay. If he hadn't cast the Pyromancer, so he could have swung in with the Snapcaster Mage.
Okay.
Bounce the Snapcaster Mage, cast it, then bolt you.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So yeah, missing lethal people.
That's why this is a thinking man's deck.
Did Danny just draw the Snapcaster Cryptic back into his hand? No. He drew another Cryptic.
He drew it
like
from the 8 visions.
Yeah, come on, man. 8 visions drew him like 8 cards.
Yeah, but that's why I will keep the pulse as well, simply because of this situation.
You can get rid of the.
Because the worst case scenario is you draw like Pyromancer, 2 Pyromancers, or another Snapcaster. In which case, at least your pulse kills both. And
No, but okay. So the thing about a pulse is that it's slow.
Yeah.
Like there's no reason why you needed to keep the pulse. Like at that point in time, like Shake knew what the outs were for Danny, or Shake should have known what the outs were for Danny, and which were either a
cryptic command
or a Snapcaster into cryptic command.
Yeah.
So this is one of the things that you have to think about when you're playing Magic. Like when you are ahead, like the question you need to ask yourself is always, how do I lose this game? And Shake had the answers. Like he didn't have to take up the Liliana. I know, you want to get that bolt out of Danny's hands, but that bolt is gonna fly out of Danny's hands anyway. So, you giving up the fatal push, you giving up,
I think the mistake a lot of players make is that they feel that Lilianas should always be plussed. When there are some situations where the cards in your hands are way too valuable.
Yeah, then trying to get rid of your opponent's cards, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you have a Liliana and Tamagotchi on board and you're trying to zero it down to him having like a cryptic command in his hand, then passing it doesn't do anything because you can just cast in response. If it's a counter spell, you already have lethal on board, so you don't even have to react to it.
Yeah.
So like in certain situations, you don't have to do anything at all. So I believe Shake just ultimate his Liliana, leaving Danny with 2 young Pyromancer tokens only.
Wow. Okay, and looks for another Death Shadow.
He's probably looking for another threat. Yeah. Really good. The problem here is that Danny has the one more cryptic command in his hand, so he's definitely gonna get 2 points in. But I don't think he'll fire it off now. Just wait for the wait for the attack, right?
Yeah, he'll wait for the attack. Tap down his creatures. But then you give Shake the ability to draw. No, you do it at the upkeep.
Yeah, you could do it at the upkeep. But this has become a game where Shake is not in favor simply because of the 8 visions that went off twice.
Yeah,
for Danny.
That's 6 cards, man. How do you come back from 6 cards?
Usually in that position, it's definitely the right move, but it feels very weak because the way he tapped his mana felt wrong as well. Because he left like 2 blue out, 1 Field of Ruins, and 1 mountain.
Right. At that point in time when he cast,
he could have just left 1 more blue out just to put that fear factor in, even if your hand is a blank. Yeah. So I think a lot of these nuances play a part, lah.
Oh, Shake going down to 1.
Wow, that's gangster, man. If your opponent has like a cryptic command, but he already declared attack. Wait, did he cryptic command the tap down? Okay, and Shake extends the hand, Shake over.
Come on, man! Like Shake should have.
Yeah. I think he dropped the ball on that. I think that was quite loose the way he played.
Okay, so the turning point was that Liliana activation, right? That should have been, not just the Liliana activation, but the following step, which was, the
Liliana into like spell snare, drop, fatal push.
Yeah,
I think that
that forced Danny to fire off the lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Which then Shake wants to preserve his life total. Then he casts the stubborn denial. But I think that was unnecessary because you take the lightning bolt, you go down to 2, no problem. What else does Danny have?
Yeah, I mean he's already expended 3 bolts, and he's casted 2 Snapcasters. So like he probably plays 1 more bolt, and he probably has 1 more Snapcaster at max. So you shouldn't be like playing around like almost improbable probabilities of things happening to you. But yeah, I think
he still had 2 Snapcasters in deck, so that was a high chance of drawing the Snapcasters.
Fair enough. But I think Shake played loosely because at the point in the game where you're both like top decking and you're hee ha-haing, you're laughing and having a good time, you kind of play looser. That's what I feel. People forget this is a game. Just because it feels like a top deck wall doesn't mean one person's top deck isn't better than the others.
That's true. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, we are going for a short break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes time, so don't go away. But before we go, just want to remind you that you can join us on the stream, twitch.tv/Grey Ogre Games every Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Singapore time. Not so much Tuesdays anymore. Yeah. Standard boring. Standard lousy.
Actually, I heard that standard's kind of interesting.
Standard's kind of fun. No, the new standard's kind of fun.
Yeah, but I mean, I haven't played standard in a while, and I heard the blue-white approach is back, so maybe.
Yeah, we like went back in time.
I mean, the one time I played blue-white approach, I casted blue-white, I casted approach, untapped and casted approach, and my opponent just stared at me like,
it's like, yeah, you can't do anything,
over, right? Like, what's happening, man?
You can also catch all the replays on youtube.com/Grey Ogre Games. And do support the show. All the links how to support us are in the description below. All right, we will be back in a short while, so don't go away.